Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lieutenant Stephen Rogers. Thank you for having me join you for these next 2 or 3 minutes. Well, let's face it, folks, our country's in trouble. We're in mourning. American Marines have died in Afghanistan. The administration is not doing very much, but we are doing something. I've received multiple emails, and as early as this morning, my wife and I had the opportunity to speak to a relative of a young Marine in Afghanistan. We hope and we pray that he and the other Marines are okay. But I tell you what, folks, I've gotten so many calls and letters from Americans who are frustrated and angry, and they feel helpless. We are not helpless. What we've done here at Campaign America over the past 72 hours is worked very, very hard, appearing on multiple radio stations and TV networks throughout the country. And we're addressing this issue, addressing the failure, the epic failure of Joe Biden. And may I add, the Chief of Staff, the General Mark Milley, he is the Chief of Staff leader of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So, folks, here's what we've done, and here's what you can do. We are circulating a petition. It was out last night. We're reaching 200 signatures now, but we need thousands. The petition is to ask for the removal of General Mark Milley as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. This has never been done, as far as I know, and what I've been told, in the history of the United States, where the people have gotten together and demanded the removal of the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Joe Biden is clueless. He has no idea what's going on. As a military commander myself, I could tell you that our military leaders, not our men and women in uniform, but our leaders have utterly failed us. 12 Marines, 13 Marines, I believe, and a sailor, and scores of civilians were killed as a result of an epic failure on the part of the military leadership. Our men and women in uniform were left. It's like Benghazi all over again. They were left. They were left out in a field. They were left exposed. Who on earth gives the Taliban the authority, our enemies, the authority to inspect people before they go inside a perimeter of where our troops are? Nobody does that. Nobody of a right mind. But let me get back to this petition. So the petition is online. I'm going to ask you to, if you're on Facebook, just scroll down our page. You'll see it there. If those of you who are viewing this video do not have Facebook, here's what you can do. You can email us. Now, folks, you see on the screen, campaignforamerica.com. That's our website. Go to our contact page. Just put your email in. And what we'll do is we will send you the link. I know we're going to be overwhelmed and we're going to be overloaded, but please do it anyway. We'll get you the link. That's the only way we know we could get it to you. We're not technocrats here. We're just like you. We're middle-class people doing the best we could to serve our country. So I've spoken to some of our families that we've been in touch with of military troops, and they support the idea of what we are doing and have actually signed the petition themselves. Now, people are asking, what is a petition worth? How much power does it have? Folks, believe me, if tens of thousands of people in this country sign that petition, it's going to wake up a lot of people in leadership. General Mark Milley has failed us. And you know, it pains me to say this. As I said, I'm a retired U.S. naval officer, and I never thought that I would ever be involved in a situation where I'm calling for the removal of a general in the United States military because of his epic failure in leadership. Now, look, I'm sure he's had a distinguished career. There are captains, admirals in the Navy, for example, who have had distinguished military careers. But when the troops, when the public loses confidence in their leadership, they've got to go. And in this case, Joe Biden, he's got to go. I understand as of now, the Republicans in the Congress are beginning to write up articles of impeachment. I don't know where that's going to go, but I do know that we can control certain things. I do know that we can get these petitions out, get the people to sign them, and watch what happens when tens of thousands of people begin to sign this particular petition asking for the removal of Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley. It's as simple as that. So we've been in touch with some of our troops. We've been in touch with their family members. We've been in touch with veterans. We won't go forward with things unless we speak to the people being affected and to a person. They said, go with it, do it, get the petition out. In extraordinary times, folks, we've got to do extraordinary things. And I know this is an extraordinary thing. But the fact of the matter is that I am well connected to the military community, well connected. And after speaking to many of them over the past 24 hours, 48 hours, we decided to go ahead with this petition. I can't force people to sign it. I can't convince people to sign it. I'm hoping that what we see happening now to our country, now to our troops, people will sign the petition. So once again, folks, you gotta, to get to the petition, just scroll down. If you're on Facebook, you'll see it there. All you gotta do is click a few buttons and I understand you've signed in. We're not asking for money. We're not asking, we've invested our own money into this. We've invested everything we could to make sure that our troops are gonna be protected and our national security is gonna be protected. We're not asking you for a dime. We're asking you for simply to click a button. And God knows it may end up saving a lot of lives in the future, a lot of lives. So here's what we need to do. Please go to campaignforamerica.com, right? It's campaign4america.com. This is a route, a pathway to get to the link we want to send you. You'll see a contact page. All we want is your email and perhaps your name if you want to put it down there, nothing else. Get that to us, and within the next 24 hours, we're going to send you the link directly to the petition. That's the only way we know how we can get you the link. So if you can do that, and please share this, we've got, as soon as we put the petition up, within hours, 200 people, or at least close to 200 people have signed it. But we need a heck of a lot more to send a very strong message. You're fed up, I'm fed up, we're all fed up. A lot of people are scared for their children. I mean, they're kids, they're young men and women, for goodness sakes, fighting for this country. They're scared for their safety, and they need our help. Our troops need to know we back them. The Biden administration has failed this country. General Mark Milley has failed this country. They have failed our troops. The duty, folks, take it from one right here, who was a commanding officer in the United States military. The duty of a commander is to protect his or her troops. Our troops were left to die. They were left to meet head on with the insurgents. Where was our leaders? Where were they? Well, one day we're going to find out. But at the moment, let's move forward. Let's let our troops know loud and clear. I'm going to be on several television and radio networks night and day within the next week or so, or as long as it takes. Campaign for America is sounding the alarm. We're sounding an actionable thing that we can do. We're taking action, and we need you to help us take action. I don't want your money. I don't want anything but a signature on this petition. And if you could throw a few prayers in there, believe me, that will help. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for letting me spend a few minutes with you. A lot is at stake here. Our national security is at stake, but believe me also, the lives of our troops right now that are being exposed to untold dangers. Our troops need to know that we, the people, are standing with them. All right, until next time, folks, maybe I'll come on again. I don't know. It depends on exactly where all this is headed. Maybe I'll give you an update sometime, if not today, tomorrow, the next day. But we're not going to let up, folks. We're going to fight. Our troops are fighting for us. We're going to fight for them. Go to campaign4america.com. Please go to our contact page only for the purpose, because this is the only way we know to reach you, to get you the link to the petition. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless America. Keep our troops and keep our nation in prayer. Until next time, I'm Lieutenant Stephen Rogers.